All right.
We're back again.
Sat down.
May marks 3 years of lifting. Over those 3 years, we've gained experience that obviously we didn't have when we first started the gym. Today, we're gonna be sharing a couple of tricks and tips that we learned through our journey that we wish we knew at the beginning. As a gym beginner, it's very easy to go along things the wrong way because you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to look like the idiot. You don't want to ask the stupid questions to people. You just kind of do what you want to do, and maybe you're doing it wrong. Although it feels like there's so much knowledge out there that you can freely look up on YouTube and social media and stuff, it's still easy to make common mistakes and get sidetracked from what you should be doing by tempting things like ego lifting.
Come on, we've all been there. You want to put some heavy weight, you look fucking sick, and then you break your back, or your leg, or your arm, or your elbow, or your shoulder. All right. So you gotta do it right, and then you get to the heavy weight. So you gotta make these small adjustments. You gotta know how to do it to get there. You gotta know the road to get you to those gains.
Yep. And at the same time, we're gonna be doing legs.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
I swim in your ocean, I drown in your rain. Always the ones against the grain. Touching the moonlight, the fire and flame. Under the universe again, and our souls collide. When you're by my side, I'm coming home again. I breathe in your sunlight, I call out your name. Under the universe again, and our souls collide. When you're by my side, I'm lost out in the rain. I'm coming home again, and our souls collide. When you're by my side, I'm lost out in the rain. I'm coming home again. I'm coming home again.
Let's do tip number one.
Tip number one as a gym beginner. Kind of like we said in the last video, it's very important to track your calories because that's how you're gonna know what you're eating now, how much you need to be eating for a bulk, and how much you might need for a cut. And really your diet is gonna be the most key thing in your training. You can train as hard as you want, but if you eat 0 grams protein, come on, you're gonna be a prawn. Alongside your diet, recovery is up there. So it goes diet, recovery, training. You can train for 4 hours a day and not sleep and not eat, and you're gonna be weak. Or you can train for half an hour a day, eat the right amount of food and protein, get the perfect amount of sleep, and you're gonna be bigger. Tell me what you'd rather do.
So we just PR'd on bench the other day, right?
Yeah, go on, what was it?
Oh, so 100 for 5 out of nowhere. Literally
Yeah.
never even got a third rep before. Anyway, tip number 2, let your body recover properly. CNS, we just PR'd on bench, 140 for 2, this guy behind the camera.
What? What?
Oh, shit.
I didn't do that.
140 for 4.
What?
For 3.
130.
130.
Come on. We there?
Alright, 130 for 3.
4. Fuck. Alright, say that again.
This is why you need the CNS to recover, guys.
Fucking hell.
After you PR, you need to let your CNS recover. We just PR'd on bench. 130 for 4.
Yeah.
100 for 5. You need to let that recover. Your nervous system is going to be fried. Literally just like sizzled. You literally pushed your body to its limit. How do you expect to go heavy on another compound after you just did that?
Yeah.
So think about it. Let your body recover, deload on some other lifts.
Go like 70% of what you normally do or something.
Yeah. Learn to back off on your own sets.
Listen to your body, because What are you training? Your body, all right? And if your body's telling you in every way, stop fucking lifting and going so hard, you're not recovering properly, your sleep's bad, your training's bad, it feels like shit, you're not feeling good, said that already, then listen, just take some steps back. One step back for 2 forwards. What were you gonna say?
Nothing, no, don't take anything. But actually, yeah, take creatine, take quick little tip. When your CNS is fried, you're gonna like start shaking on everything. Like you're gonna notice.
As a beginner, it's very easy to overtrain, and we definitely did that. We were doing bench on Monday, deadlift on Tuesday, squat on Wednesday, bench on Thursday, deadlift on Friday, squat on Saturday. 6 days a week we would hit heavy compounds, and we would train like 20 sets for each muscle group. Way too much. And obviously because we were beginners, we got that noob gains. That was all right. We're still doing too much, but we could kind of get away with it more than we would now. But you got to manage your fatigue. Fatigue is a huge element to recovery, and recovery, as I said, is more important than training. As a result of our fatigue management, we're gonna do a back off. We're gonna put the weight down instead of hitting a third heavy set, because we both feel like shit. We hit our PRs literally like yesterday, and it's just not worth wasting all the energy, taking longer to recover, because my main goal right now is benching, and I think yours is right now. Yeah. So I don't care about squats right now. I'm gonna save my CNS for the thing that I'm really focusing on, and because it feels bad, I feel wobbly, I feel shaky. Deload.
Just done squats. Next up, more squats on the Smith machine. We don't have a hack squat, so we're just like improvising, little Bob the Builder session here. I think that's another tip we could kind of say. If you don't have a piece of equipment, just like make it. Like, you know, if someone's on the bench and it's taking like 3 hours, go in a rack, make a bench. It might feel like shit, but you know, at least you're getting it set in. Don't be afraid to change your program. Don't get too comfortable. You know, your body is made to adapt. And obviously progressive overload can only do so much if you're doing like the exact same thing day in, day out. You need to challenge yourself, change some exercises, change the program.
If you eat too many broccolis, it's gonna be bad for you. Same way, if you train the same program over and over again, you're not gonna be getting the new stimulus that's gonna make muscle growth. Switch up your program every like 3 months max, because if you're switching too much like every week, you're not gonna be able to make progressive overload, because you know, you have to track it over a long period of time. So you don't know if you're getting stronger or you're just on new equipment.
Yeah.
A good progressive overload tip is one of these. On some machines, each increment is like 5 kilos or maybe 10 kilos, and that might be too much for you to be going up in, because you might be able to do 8 reps on 100 and then you up it to 110 and you can only do like 3. What you can do is you get one of these, slap it on the weight stack, and that's 1 kilo, and you're not going to feel it really, but you're lifting more after a week of having a 1, add a 2 for a week, and then add a 4, add a 5, and then you're still up in the weight and you're not even noticing. So that's a good tip for progressive overload. Listen, this is the dark side of squats that no one tells you about. The red mark. Yeah, the dark side of squats. Apart from knee pain, hip pain, ankle pain,
Fucking back pain,
DOMS.
If you squat heavy enough and you fuck your back up, people are gonna know. That guy
Squat
squats.
sunburn. We christened it the squat sunburn.
Like Icarus, you fucking flying too close to the sun, or whatever.
Squatting too close to the
It's the
to the
toilet.
max. What? Listen, the big guys who are intimidating looking actually turn out to be the nice guys. So if you are struggling on a bit of equipment, or you need a bit of advice on like what to eat or anything, really, don't be afraid to ask people that you can see are more experienced than you are, because people will be happy to help. If you look at someone with that status, like they're the one you want to go to advice to, that's a compliment to them. So don't be afraid to ask people for help.
I feel like a lot of people out there, they might not be confident in themselves and they might not feel the best about themselves, and you know, whatever they do, it seems like it's not working out and they're overall just depressed, and it's like, you know, that's such a hard thing to go through. And I think the biggest thing is having a purpose and having a goal in mind. If you don't have a goal, it's very easy to be depressed. When you start working towards that goal and that depression is there, it's going to start going away because you're so occupied on just achieving something.
Right. Hey. In the gym, not every exercise is gonna feel absolutely insane, juicy, gluteus pump. Some exercises just don't work for some people. Everybody is different. So if you do something and you don't feel it, don't worry. Try it for a little bit. If it still doesn't work, just move on to something else. Something really works for you and someone's like, oh my god, why do you do it that way? Like blah 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 blah. Whatever, bro. If you feel something and you're like progressing from it, you're growing from it, just keep doing it, okay? As long as it's good form and you're not breaking yourself, just keep doing it.
Don't neglect small muscle groups. Bonus tip, because that's going to lead to imbalance, injury, and regret on the beat drop.
Alright, thus concludes the leg day. Arguably another one of the most important things to do.
I'm like that shopkeeper. What is it?
After a full day of ripping your fucking muscles off, you need to stretch. You need to mobilize, do some mobility exercises, do anything, because your joints and your muscles are gonna pray that you do that. You're gonna get stiff, you're gonna get less mobility, and that means your compounds, everything's gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Less gains.
And yeah, being less mobile means also higher injury risk as well. Mobility is important, and that's something that everyone neglects at the beginning of lifting, even us, and we still don't do it really. It's good for recovery because stretching promotes blood flow, and how do you recover without blood?
Blood.
Yeah, blood.
Alright, stretch blood. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, say that again, say that again.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Say it again.
Let's get the...
Get the fuck out of here, blood.
Yep, let's get the blood out of here. Damn.
Me when bro says split squats.
Me when I
anyway.
hear fucking calories.
What?
Alright,
When I hear woman.
so
Oh wait, I'm out of breath.